I've used this pole saw on a lot of different landscape jobs that I've had over the years. Many different clients use it around here, of course, in our yard. Back and forth motion. There we go. That looks nice. Hey everybody, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden. Today we're going to show you all the ins and outs and uses of using a manual pole saw.
Yeah, we hope this will be really helpful for you, especially if you're wondering how to use it. But before we get to that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on every daily video.
So guys, here we are. This is our pole saw. This is our manual pole saw that we have here at the house. As you can see, we've got the business end of the pole saw. And a lot of saws will actually have this lopper cutting motion that comes down and actually cuts limbs that are small enough to fit into this hook, and it's operated by this pulley system. And some pulley systems are nylon like this one, others are like chain, and there's a couple other different mechanisms out there to use too. So this is a great pole saw that we have here. It's from Corona, of course. Now, I've had this for a very long time. I've used this pole saw on a lot of different landscape jobs that I've had over the years. Many different clients use it around here, of course, in our yard. And so it's a great tool to have. They require a little bit of maintenance, but not much. And so you can definitely change this part of the pole saw off. This is just the saw blade part, and it just comes off with 2 screws right here. And it's definitely replaceable. Sometimes they get bent. They are, by nature, they're a little flimsy. So a great thing about these pole saws is you can see that it's actually quite tall. This one's about 8 or 9 feet tall. So these come in different sizes, and we'll have a link down below for you to check out this particular one that we have. And there's other options out there too. So, but some pole saws are just stationary. They're just one size. This one happens to be actually telescoping. And if you've seen some of our other videos, we like telescoping hand tools. Those are fun, right? So this one actually gets longer. And how that does that is we have this tightening mechanism here. We just untighten it. This one's a screw mechanism right here. It's threaded. Some are just like handles. They're tightened down types with just like a latch or something like that. And so this one happens to be this. And so basically you loosen it and then it just extends out. Now this one will go quite a ways. This one can get about 15 or so feet long. So I'll tighten it back up right down with that tightening mechanism, and then I can get really, really tall with this. And you can imagine you can get pretty high up into a tree from the ground. And something to keep in mind is safety when you're using any type of equipment, but especially something like this with the cutting end and being on the ground and going up high, cutting things and having them drop or trying to get them to the ground. Keep safety in mind, okay? We don't want anybody out there to get hurt. So now that you've seen some of the operation of this, you're a little bit more familiar with this manual pole saw, let's talk about its uses. You want to get up into a tree, you want to get a limb out. It's going over, say, a building like your house, or maybe a greenhouse behind us here, or maybe like our fire pit area. So a limb's coming over, it's kind of getting too close or coming over something, you want it away from that. This is a perfect tool to help you remove that limb, remove that part of the tree, and get that area open for either safety of the building, safety of an area for use, or even creating more sun in a shaded area like what we're going to do today. So we're going to show you some of those scenarios right now. So guys, we're going to show you how to use this manual pole saw, and how we're going to use it is we're going to use it to clear away part of this mountain ash tree, because it's threefold why we want to clear it away. It's shading over part of our raised bed area in the backyard here. So we want to create more sun in this area. We also want to prune away some of these limbs that are hanging over or nearby our greenhouse. So we can create more sun for that area too, and we don't run into anything actually growing in or too close to that greenhouse. Then, lastly, we want to actually clear out some of these limbs that are hanging over the fire pit area, because they're getting a little too low, and actually the flames and the heat are coming up, and we just don't want the tree this close to our fire pit area. We want to keep it more open, give it a more open feel, but also not have so much debris falling down into this area. So those are our 3 goals of what we're going to accomplish today using the pole saw. So when you're using this, make sure that you got the business end out in front of you and there's nobody else around you, either in front of you or below where you're cutting, or behind you. Because you can see the back of this pole saw, it's gonna be moving back and forth and up and down a little bit, and anybody standing behind me is gonna get hit with this. So you wanna make sure everybody's clear, you're not gonna run into them or anything else while you're using this. So to create more sun in this area, we're going to prune away a couple of these low-hanging branches that are coming over. And what I'm going to do is, and this goes into pruning and some technique and things, but I'm going to prune away the weight of the branch first, and then I'll make the final cut on the tree later. So right now we're going to take away some of the weight on the branch. So get it up there, we get it positioned. Back and forth motion. There we go. That looks nice. Now, as you can see as I'm using this, that blade will bounce around a little bit. So when you're using the pull saw, make sure to realize and to remember that the further away the blade is, the taller you're going, the higher you're going, or the further away you're going with that blade, the less control you're going to have over it. And it's going to bounce around, it's going to move a lot more. So this is something to really remember when you're using this.
So here was the biggest branch we brought down, and the good news is all of these berries are actually eaten by a lot of the local wildlife. So not only are there a ton here for them to consume, they've already been up in the tree getting what's up there. So plenty of berries for the wildlife.
So guys, after fighting with that last branch, we finally got it down, and now I'm just taking this long cord after telescoping this back together to make the whole saw shorter, and I'm wrapping this cord around this to keep it tidy so it's not flopping around and getting in the way and getting all tangled up. So if you've ever used one of these, you'll know what I mean by me doing this. If you don't, over time, after you use this for a bit, you'll understand why it's important to do this. And do the little tie off there. There we go, it's done, that's it. So guys, we hope that was helpful. If you have any questions about how to use a pull saw or some of its functions, let us know down below. We love hearing from you. Give us that thumbs up, let us know we're doing a good job, and subscribe to our channel so you get updates on our latest videos.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with our next new project. So come on back to see what we're up to, and have a great day ahead, everybody.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.